Yobusia me mo akwa ba Maame Grace's take jumedie so ende year Friday. Na makacha mo say de bia me wo ho a me dedicate one day e de ama one of us. Na ma share the question na wabisa say critical la. Na che say mafa na ye de afa ho na ye yi question na no na afa ye tumi asua de enso so afa ho. Ende ye ba be yi question bia no o say are all star seeds autistic? Are all star seeds autistic? A Yakub mythology. And no nende ye ba be discussing me do be fa two spaces and now two stages. Ye be hwe psychic gate. Na fe ye ba be hwe the Yakub mythology. Na why na ebisa sa question and na why nende ye dedicate and episode no e de ama no e be yi afoforo nso so e de ano anyways. Nende episode no ye dedicated the ama na comfy. Ono no bisa this very important topic. Na ebi would be say bi na look similar. But no ne de na emu yedu. Me who question ne na me yam shame. And I'm say there is this mythology na episode me wa de bia me hu a na ma fa book ne de paper ne de ata na ma skip it because I don't want to talk about it now. But the question me who ye na me say wa ma me yam ahye my slow. Because asem we apia me de me akoba bi a menye ready say meka ho asem sesei nanso na sesei me yi ano o say Maame Grace, thank you for treating this star seed topic with kindness and compassion to help us grow. Ono na asem no me da ase so my question is, are all star seeds autistic, or can someone be a star seed but not an autistic? Obi the question no. And how can we know? Thank you for being such a wonderful human and whom great things are happening through. This is Nana Comfy. Ono no bisa such an important question. Na chese uja hwa enye yie. Na chese mitumi e treaty. Enti me no behwe psychic gate. Na fe yaba behwe the Yakub mythology. Tie. A lot of bloodlines ewa asasi so. Na yewe binum wo honom a amanfo bi egina omu gate se yempe omu wa ha biom ye won krofo bi wo honom a omu di djuma ekata djumedie na omu di no echi. Until there are people you cannot joke with. The answer is a big no. Ye won krofo bi omu bloodline no wo honom, but there are other people or other species who don't want them to appear kra. Who are these people? Me pesa wotia say bibi anywhere ba asasi so a eni ho na ebeba. Bibia e wa asasi so no matter how it looks like na be creating a kind and a bloodline so nya dia obetumi a wipe no off. Inti me pesa en episode no obi en take a critical function ye pa mame. The answer is no. First of all, autism is a medical condition that is backed by medical systems, including diagnosis and assessment. Inti yeka autism ana autistics ana autistic enye spiritual term. Inti you cannot be like every star seed you're autistic and answer or you're saying there be. The answer is a big fat no. E kwanya omo fa sunya sa name na omo di tu obi so no eye diagnostics no omo beye diagnosis and also so assessment and sana medically and sana omo de sa din no at obi so. Doctors have key traits or things they look out for before deciding whether a child is autistic. Omo woni ama bebre a omo hwem sana ete enti wontumi enka say or your star seed into know what this condition mu omo wo kwan omo fa so so omuniamam and omo wo kwan a omo fa so efrefre omuniama. Enti every system say yes spiritual system say yes religious system no they all have some kind of lens a omo de visualize ade omo nyina wo omo terminologies and terms a omo use edema adeko a omo hwe no. It is a whole system that is run by medical terminologies like special needs and special care. And no ye medical terms. Said the Christopher no so almost warm term to say atheist in the keke kahono where your medical term into you want to mean fan no and I want to mean fan jina ho enye decision be and fan ma spirituality because ade a omo de asem ni femu ansa omo amasa edin no spirituality doesn't put things through machines. The person wote ase sa e wo hono no e de mame it's also a system controlled by people. Now, the problem most spiritual and new age awakening theorists have with that whole medical operation is that when a child is gifted, what I say, spiritual people, I mean the new awakeness, no, almost so way, almost visualize the idea. Nanti almost so saying almost visualize based on their system. And it's almost so who gifted child with psychic and extraordinary abilities are. They may show similar symptoms that mainstream medicine people will brand as part of their special needs children and treat that special gift or psychic abilities as some abnormality. Ebinom so almost system no. Almost beka se eno so but eno na madi kan akire mu akire no so obi a lens a o use no e wo baabi a o sha ade ko sebio sebe say if your eyes are blurry na se wuhu eniama nyina tum ana black and white ana se wuhu bibia as to say shadows a enkyere se obi a o wiase bia so hu ade to say shadows. So when we say the idea neti nti obi ani de wo sha ade no wote ade ase efa nti saying a medical field and a system no omo hu no omo ko omo diagnosis ni ade mu a na saying so na new awakeness no so omo ye dey omo susu omo hu no. Sorry if that's how you see things and yes an obi hu ade. Now this is a very sensitive topic and so I'm being very careful with it because adia efe nipa ho ankasa eye sensitive na adia nso so a ehe nipa eye sensitive e na adia nso so nipa ntimi ntiase no eno so ne ka eye kana nti me to me bo pa na makasa asem we na maka ne ye. I am not saying take your child off medicine or stop giving them special care treatment. No, that is not what I am saying. Means I repeat it now. I am not saying take your child off medicine or stop giving them special care treatment. I'm not saying that. This is just an enlightening educational show. You know what we do here. I not a radical cult or anything to challenge medicine. No, we all go to hospital. So feel free as a spiritual person and tell the people that me will liver fat. Anami will weigh. It doesn't kill. Me wa heart problem. It doesn't kill. But see, you joy your numu sa na say ni amane betu ya. You joy your numu say you hu bibia ye ni bibia na say ni amane betu ya. Na ne kan aye kana. Tie, a system we live in it. Nobody can escape it. Se wo bibia wo be ye po a eye critical a wo be kono wakoye stable. Ansa na bibia wo no wa ba be ye. So I'm so wise not to condemn the medical system. Debbie. So the answer is that if your child is autistic and has been diagnosed, don't stop the treatment because of any spiritual reason. I have not said that too. I'm not saying that. Your brain is yours. So use it. Let that choice be between you and your doctors. And your choice. And now, I'm sure that is my indemnity statement on autism and star C children. I don't want to have any issues with the medical community. And yes, misro biya. We are saying media. And a nipa nyina so entimi nye peda. Obi ankone najweni. Nti I'm not even saying that I'm not going to have issues with anybody. They are rich, powerful, and experienced in what they do. And a medical actually, so I'm not saying anything, I'm not condemning anything. If not for anything, is stable. They deal with observational science, and we also deal with divine abilities. the difference between me and that system. Two different things, opposites. They deal with observational science. I deal with divine abilities. So I'm not condemning. I know one, I know two, I know three. So I'm not condemning anything. So understand me. Watch my episode with your intelligence, because it is a classroom and it is mystery. An autistic can be a divinely gifted child, yes. A non-autistic child can also be a divinely gifted child, yes. In any case, everyone is gifted beyond the normal ability. So we are made to believe in the physical plane. Inti no obi kra wo kwa onjin dis onu bibia wonimu. Nanso obi atie. Ye nyina de ye ntumi nye pe, ba obi aso nye empty. Obi a wo bibi different bi eye den e wonimu e wo ne ho. Me pese obi a ete ase e wo ha sei e ma me. There is over 90% defection of our actual divine abilities that is being limited by our human bodies. Inti na angels ne omo keke ka ho no. Omusuro pa se ombeyi omani epie wa. They don't want to reduce themselves, they don't want to lose their memories. Inti na omo se omo mba kra no. Inti body no na eya e press yen kakra. It doesn't crash us, e press yen kakra. Enu na eya ade a higher dream. We all have something in us. Me pesa wote say no matter what, whether small or big, obia will be special and beautiful in him or her. But the system no na ema ye hu ye ho to say ebi no mo ye special. Obia enye special nche obia. I maka dey we repeating multiple times. Because of the limitation of the human physical body. When we maka cho say honam no na ye reduce yen. When a higher soul or an extraterrestrial soul attempt to inhabit the normal human body, the frequency it may come with may create physical anomalies in the physical body. Now, Maame take advantage na me explain bibi kakra bi e wo ha sei. De bia baby a wo be fe bia frequency, vibrations, frequency and my vibrations, my frequency were high and my vibrations were high. Okay. Would be so be asked to say what is the difference, what is frequency and what is vibration now be a problem. We will explain this one day, but me person me a very quick idea bi wa ha. No be entias enti say who ko use me vibration ni me frequency na. When you use ni yes sir baby betuma ko use frequency no wo baby mo bi adwane agya ho. Nti me chirem tie. What is vibration and what is frequency? It's simple. Vibration is just like you driving a car, okay? Vibration is just like you driving a car. Car biya yechi, okay? Into vibration no, car wuchi. And a frequency speed car na wuchi no. What they call? But what I say? That's the difference between vibration and frequency. So me vibration, me frequency ye high, me frequency ye high, or co speed accident na obetu menya. Or co speed akwahe. And na me vibration, na nkyere say wo a wugina wo no ni vibration, obi is driving a car. Ade we nkrofo tai so da ehu. Na omu hu so omu wo da emu na omu drive car na car kese bi beautiful car na omu drive. Asofo no be ka say your ministry. It's actually your vibration. Let's leave that one. But I may say me here a quick explanation. We can go deeper into it if you want. Enti say obi eba of force say obeba ha say bia me fan say bo for extraterrestrial bia force say obeba ha na obewura body ni mu no mpese obe reduce it to fit the system na obetimi aba like I said the vibration no dey aba no ebewura body ni mu the frequency e ka ho ba ye no ebetimi ama body na atochima and touchima ewo tumi ewo mu no na emo ma touchima wo nipa ani so because ahana yete no ebi ahyehyɛ sɛ de nipa esese wo looking like ebi ahyehyɛ sɛ de nipa esese wo kasa ebi ahyehyɛ sɛ de nipa o height sɛ de eye enu nti no so onipa ne be ne vibrations ne ba na frequency na de beba no enye eklinti no na de anomalies aba body no emu because this is the only place where psychic awakeness and some spiritual experts disagree with the phenomenon with a special needs labeling of gifted children. Aha no mope na wahu aha no wo rules ewo laws ewo ese wo ba ha wo kasa wo pe car ese wutumi dwane ese wutumi what talent ese wo ho ye fe ese wo chese omo wo niama omo ahyehye a ese wo exhibit na chese wo ye normal eya ha enye sa na tie wo ba bia pacho ti ase mame nti eba ne sa na ebi no mu prescribe no different name. For example, a child who is not vibrating on the usual systematic human frequency may either be seen as too aggressive or too dull. Somebody can catch us say vibration no frequency no. I have one no tune frequency na koto baby or mope. Enti that is the only level la ubetumi operate wa ha. Enti sa abofra ne bana or the higher frequency ba or you aggressive or you say or you saying or bebo form or you say or fa school cry ye bepam no. Sa akwala ne ba ha no so no lower the frequency no so a eno so or you dull or you timid or delay in way in semne aye bebrebe. We don't understand so many things because you programming your nino to see things the way they want us to see them. And mwakura penetrate through walls. Yet the any day. Ye ni hupe and no na acosti and so much into be a parky bibia the ama will looking like it's nice. And the end of the day, in some DH no ye say cho our Bible mo almost say Eve or who fruit no who say ye now who say SSOD. It's talking about a system. Ye ni who SSA accept na ye di juma. Say be ye papa, say be ye bonnet. That's how the system operates. Some spiritual experts believe that a higher soul in a human body cannot behave as we prescribe. It is a way abofrana said the omo pese omo hu no omo hu sa me like this. I was very very aggressive. Me akola no na mani echi wi say no efu abom. Na enso mi tiri no ununu set opa akofa ayi afena na ye di hyegem no. Omo tumi di hyemu ununu mu wie ya the heat ni bekant wi a na obi ate ho akosi ni fie. And I want to add na to Tony Petri who ran no. Maybe to Tommy Tri who means so many so bad. Na my say Barry. Ay! Ain't me as of our bomb pie, mammy, it will be assy. And an barracks, some papa na me a barracks girl. Don't try me. Hey! And yes, psychic and superhuman ability may cause a child to delay speaking at a particular time. Eniamani bebre wahu a lack of knowledge. Ena yebema wabemu wo bibi hua. You can actually not correct what you have condemned. That's what I say. And until na me wo problems, so kono mo finalize a diagnose no mo the boss mawa. You have already put the thing no one in place. Ebanisa doing something about it becomes difficult. But medical actually mu actually until obi wo ho ne de no ebema ne kasa na akwa achire for some times or have some evidence to prove that he or she is of extra energy. Very aggressive. The fear of most conscious preachers, which I also agree with, is that we may see these extra divinity frequencies as a problem. Because ahano yashishe frequency operate waha. And we may find ways to treat them. Ebi mo adwene no no. Nti ebi no mo age gallons of amankola na nom ne die ehwam ne ne ebom. And so still Jesus is Lord. Spirituality does not agree with the fact that we rather treat divine frequencies as health problems. This I can't go deep for now, but we can go deep one day. Because some of the things I am say omu treat with herbs no. What you cry next? Let's say spirituality does not agree. Because enumpo hear those frequencies, no. So how does it treat it? And for that, I also agree. We have all heard of the fantastic stories of Okomfo Anoche and how his childhood was purely extraordinary. Reading confirmatory books near the idea. Ube who ha wana child according to stories ni because say a pam no free ni kuro mu blah 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 because no ye niama or ya no se kwadum fifi o na fifi or ya se ye wi ase ye ti se ye wo akola bi sa. Mo hwa ye be ne den. If a confirmatory were to be born today, what sort of diagnosis would the doctors give such a child? Na a day in treatment na these spiritual people no omo de be man. We a question no. Andre ya ye hu osofo bi o se yawo abofra bi yawo no na ne ti ye locks dada nti o twa ne nyina etugui yawo no ne ye twa ne we dada a bigger problem in the church. Nti no so konfo anoche obo oche na so obeje Ghana fo na omo wo no a na obate so konfo anoche na ngbe wokele ba wu ingbe wokele ba ata wo maame no kora wani beje ma wo bayifo wo ye dem wani je. Now let's look at psychic gate. Emma will rain fi said today's episode ni ye nana comfy ni episode ene ye ne questions no ene that screen so no obisa say autistics nkola ni nyina stasis nyina so omo yesa ana say den eno ena yeyi ano e de ama no. So now no ma kire mienu aye konti. Let's look at psychic gate. The world we live in now is a gatekeeping space for psychic beings. Mark this down. Asama meke ma minti subium. Ipese utie na udwen kwa echire churo topics we num read about them. The world we live in now is a gatekeeping space for psychic beings. Who are the psychic beings? Ask yourself so many questions in what I just said. In this world, if you are born with extra psychic energy, you will suffer because that superhuman energy will be seen as abnormal. Obi ahehye ni niama ena odiesi ho. Nti wo ba na wonye saa pe. Wo ye different pe. Wo benya names ahodo. You can use me as an example. I have become a victim of my own knowledge and my own opportunities I gave to people. I have become a victim of it. Se wo ba na we different kakra unye bibia free, you will get so many names. You better diagnose you eniama bebrebe koso wo wabrabom. And if you are not lucky, you will be treated for life. Ebema uniama anum na ye tuya wo ne ye saw ne ye twu ne ye dware. It's like a radio set. Obi ahehye ni frequency o. Nti wo de ya ne ye higher. Nti me frequency wo high, me frequency wo high bay. Yani frequency what high will not be here to be able to tell the difference. Adia way yadia, and one of the things I would do by all means, you don't heal higher frequency or you don't heal supernatural abilities. We don't heal them. We align them, balance them, and we put a stopcock on it, and then we regulate it where the person can operate and where the person can shut. We put sensors on those gifts. We don't heal it. And you look at radio sets, the FM broadcast starts at 88.0 megahertz and ends at 108.0 megahertz. Sana omashashem saneti. That is the frequency ube to me a drive akodu. Baby ube to me start here fini, and a baby ube to me akodu ni. Nti so obiko below 88.0 megahertz. It's a problem. Obi so ko over 108.0 megahertz and also a wahala. This means that anything below that or above that can't function properly with the frequency range. Now you get it. In real no, they psychic beings, you know, no match omo frequency. Inti sa uko below it a problem for them. Uko above it so a problem for them. And omo a regulating ni page ni nani. EDSC way so ni page atum. Inti anything below that and anything above that is a bigger problem. So imagine you are a radio set, but your FM range is operating lower than the prescribed 88.0 megahertz. What would you become? How would people see you? Or you are above 108.0. What do you think will happen? O maame kura na ni beje. O papa kura na ni beje. Try now answer that question we ma me mesre wa. O ma program ye nti se nipa ehun se de opeso ohun pe kai. A problem. Do we understand all these things? And there will be a way mother. Now I will but now on yet said the aye ni hey. Susu tete wo honama wo honjo. Niama obetumi aye ni bi na mabobo abese no. To boase. What? Love. It means sakra bibia. Aya mama yento yebo. Enye easy mom. Obi ka kiro say ye easy a. Imagine say wa wo 3. No mu nyina omu frequencies near above 108.0. Che say wa twa waso be ye hye. Na kwan na wo hia na ye nto boase enye gidigidi. So obi anya said the obi pepper na onya name. So ombre ne ho ase. Yeah, ombre ne ho ase. Is it my dress you can't afford? Eshiwana. Simobi mamie. I need someone who just me another girl. Intimasam na difficult. Exactly. So humans are given a particular frequency range by which we are assumed normal and fit to live. Onipa da seli. Se me bana vibrate what this frequency so they are any asama to me. Nipa adwene no basa na tie. Nipa so onim nyankopon. Odo nyankopon. Nso nipa kire nyankopon dia onye. Ti nyankopon nim nya senti no ma ye wo ba ne sa ana. Mbisa mu amodo nyame na mebisa mu. Any extra or super frequency that will be shown might be diagnosed as something that must be checked and treated. So nipa no eye higher wahala. Nipa no ko lower wahala. Why ene hihye ne saa. Onipa ene timi hwe ne yonku nipa kire se we ye papa, we ye yarefo, we ye sein. One ma wo saa assignment. Now, Omayen share papa we. Papa we any theories. I have them. I always skip it. I don't want to talk about it. I think I'm not ready yet. But Omayen share papa we. The mad scientist Yakub. Na Yakub. Onye the man according to story na owoho. But o de my enfane say the Yakub mythology. Umayen share no. When I first saw this question, I said to myself that this person had forced me to delve into a theory I didn't want to touch. Anyway, I walk sa de bia me fa na me de ato. I don't want to talk about it yet. Said the Americano means ro bia but me mama intelligence soon kume. Like I said, when we say I have become a victim of my own knowledge. So intino aye niam ni bi wa me fa na me de ato. Sometimes there are things in my mind. There are things I have downloaded. But ma no beka no na ma ye din kakra. But papa we pushi me. And I'm a kakra na me be te ho ama. And that theory is the story of the mad scientist named Yakub. And this myth is of the legends of the black theocracies, particularly the nation of Islam. Sa theory efri omo baby a ne source ni fi na me de ama. The nation of Islam is not the same as mainstream Orthodox Islam. Eya no mo ka se jama omo wo ho omo nko na no omo wo ho dada. We nyina no ye twen kakra na ye fe ye descend akoda level. Put this in your mind. The Islam I'm talking about is not the Orthodox one. The nation of Islam is a black African American religion that was founded in the United States, and it has no connection with the Islam of the Arab religion. And you know, first Islam, but there is no connection. But there's been Islam. And no naturally umuno. We ni baby aye forming in the source. According to the theory of Yakub, by the black theocracy, over 6,000 years ago, many extraterrestrial races had access to the earth, which includes the species that Yakub belonged to. Egypt pyramids na no munji ndi se nipa betumi esi nipa bawi asiko. So, Yakub, the mad scientist, through his work, created Abrofo as his own. Oh, maybe I say, me say, you better go deep about this, but not now. Therefore, per this theory, Yakub is the creator of all abrofo. Makacho say you can make your mama source ni bibi, and if you want to get into it to know the truth, you find out. Baby a ewiase abedru no, any error na ye wo no, sebe, ade so obi o wo schizophrenia, epe no begina public na wetwa ntro na oyere ne ho na otwa. Because see anu the listing na wo kan na nkrofa for mo phone. Obegina ho atwetwem. Nti se when na ope wani onyama wo bekasa make sure say wo point. Asa no wa beka. Enye sa obegu wani masise poto. Nti se wahu be nkrofo aye create yomo. Obibini say anonaki create no e wo lab. Sometimes wo dwen ho a wan hwa wo hwe beko na fe wo hu ni awoka. I never wanted to touch base with this episode. I have like about 3 or 5 episodes about this downloads. The Nation of Islam and other black theocratic groups had ancient texts and manuscripts that are older than the Bible and the Genesis stories to back this myth. Afewehu. Ebi ya mofra o, nso mo no mano ayeden. So udi kan wo court na ndi ibe. Ebi ya mofra. Enso mo anu yeden. Unim na akoka ala ye beku so papa wo obi amoni di mpo. Now, the main reason why I'm using the story of Yakub to explain this question of gifted or divine children is that in this world that we are in now, any child or any soul or entity from the race of Yakub who might want to incarnate or reincarnate into this physical world will be stopped and dealt with as an abnormal child. I want to one show. Wash a papi, she need tea said the tea. I want us to go unipa we are. Wa won a we no cry will broscoto na broskata. A we no mapping pamama or no. Who sank or shen any ma be honest, a dear sooner besu. Canocre. How would you feel? Why she need tilly, she baby at the tete. She had a momasu. She had a henny. Na hwenani hwe na bodwe hwe ne kon so wo wie na ye de oba ne bana otisenya. Be honest, how would you feel? Nti papa yi ne bloodline ni ho eniama bebre wo wa ye nhwe se papa we onim na ne bloodline ni bi force se beba asase so wadue hwe papa ni photo wa wo de hwe se minya ya anka me momo carve in wood na me de breo me beche obi. First of all, if you give birth to a child with this kind of head, the physical appearance won't be the problem, but you will have to deal with a diagnosis that will be rather brain surgery or worse. So wo abofra saying na wo se wo de wo penisa enye hwe omunjai ne no mfa na ma wo na obedi awere kokora na wahwe nanim a wo hwe omo bema na atena sidin omo beka se eye problem ensuo gina na adwene mu wei wo ni tiri mpompo tu mo omo be frefre niama bebre ama omo be beka akoye no operation aya ye mpese ye be take a test or a try on anything nti bibia to me fire funu mu ba na ye portal there. Why don't you want to believe say bibi ebro nhyehyeye wa ha no so betumi afemu aba? Can we try that? No. Obedu sesia ombe ni surgery. I remember an issue that came to my office long ago, about 16, 18 years ago, menkai. Asem we kra maka wo platform yi so da. Se nkrofo bi omo fikuro bi no omo so omo frɛ ne pekire pewu se ho baabi e wo Kumase kwan no so. E na girl ne wo ye na akola no ni ti. Nanim de efe na ni ti na ne body ne ketekete tu ase. E na omo de ne call ne guy ne de ne call ne mother-in-law ho. Na ne mother-in-law de call prophetess bi ho. Prophetess no say ade se omo be e de akola no baby no omo be ro ne hu naked. Na omo de na to cement so. E wo dan mu na omo atu no mu 3 days. Osu a obi e nkoho, obi e ma ne nsu, obi e ma na aduane. Obeda dan ni mu 3 days, oda dan ni mu 3 days. Na se osu a na obi ankohwe ne na 3 days na omo nso light nothing, oda floor no so naked. Osu a 3 days na wanwudi a na oye nipa. Na so soon 3 days no wudi a na che se onye nipa na se omukosie no. Adai. A prophetess. Adai. Na wo nipa mpo a wanyini. Se ye do to bare floor. Na ya nso light wo dan nim na wo da fom ho saa na wo su na nsuo ni bibia nka 3 days a. You can die. Minim adwenya nkrofo e de ye adwuma. Minim ne ayehu se ye wo nipa bia. Ye nananom abreso no na nimdie ni ho. Ti omo se kofa ne kwoto nsuo mu na gya ne kwan na obekọ. Na watutuo 3. All these things have been there. Na knowledge ni so. Ye nyina ye pese ye ya adekoro. Ye be da akọ ye nim. Ye nyina ye pese ye ya adekoro na mom ye chesi obi a o deceive ye ba se nyame na wo chesi ni ba wo fie betena ho a eno so wo mpe because the frequency reduce so na say aye over. Can we think about these things? I'm speaking from experiences of people giving birth to fresh babies abroad and being asked for brain surgery because of brain size anomalies. Papa no. This is the mad scientist. Tisha, tisa dem ame wo no sa time. Konfa no chede na maka no. Komo be shafan. Now, the species of Yakub is a rare race of divine entities or extraterrestrial who have 2 physical brains. Se wo yo bi a makatro se wo ho na wo nya ehwe a wo nya sika ye some of these texts no ebebo wo kwa abrochira take advantage. Na why your text no wo be ware me se me ba bi e be ware am de ni kunu no ana na yere no be kosa text because a brain wo ko yes ask na na hu se nkrofo bebre mentally brain ni baby are. Now, some crofo we ni bi wo ho ba asase so a omo ye sunsun, call it any sunsun. Omo aba in this physical world with the other brain. Na enko the normal head and enko the normal head ni size ni mu. Inti ye nipa na yete asase so ndo say ye wu obi na se ni ti koye senya we don't care what nipa ne de nsa be ye. We don't care what nipa ne di na ni beye, the other ne hwene beye, the other na no beye, the other ne nine beye. We don't care. All we care about is oye abnormal. Because niti enye the way aye nyina ye hu. Anasa de aye nyina yete mpa ucho enyame na mo sonsom no de aye na mo hu da. Na ye omutite sen mesrem o we de question. Obetumi aka se me beye oto onye nyame na me do no wa besra me. We ye question o. Their brains are physically bicameral. For those of you who watched my editorial on bicameral minds in humans, this is a higher form. The bicameral mind, the may you full details, you go deep. Na afede ya diagnosing for while be you fear. Now who would the baby close how to open it. All these things are coming in the pipeline. In Yamani be wa meka. Because I know me ka omutu omumutin ton time omuntumi omunya omuntumi nye ti omuntumi nye chatters nti no de meka utise omuka wo baby a no wehu line in that for humans before we used to have like one brain organ which operates with bicameral abilities ye nananom no munyansa ne ye raw but the race of Yakub, they have 2 big brains with bicameral functions. One is purely a divine brain with 100% functions of the divine world. Inti wahu, me expect say, mo say yawu Jesus, na ebuburo fi suraba yawu no Quran say yawu Jesus ano kasa ye. No odane anoma neti whatever. Na mo so mo gidi say Jesus yawu no na no start say all ye wonders. Na omo becha na de ne de ekoka ka ho se sie pass omo wo Jesus a obeye save asembisa o divinity na ye chesi no se divinity ni show ye in love na ose obetena ye fie na wa operate wo ye system ni mu aboa black race. How are you expecting that divine being to be like you? Because divinity no the frequency no and a differentiated from ye nipa. Na frequency so no ya cutting it off e wa ha ya ma de enko de ba bi enkoduri. Nti nipa ne ba na o reduce no ho. Na obegina ne nyame suma mpa wo chow. wo hwa asen na say nipa yi ebe survive because da bia ye hwehwe nyame o ye frɛ nyame nti sɛ nyame bɛsra yan ye pɛ sɛ onye sɛ yen ana oyɛ sɛ yen a ye ngini ndi odane ade foforo so a wahala. The other is physical and extraterrestrial, which gives them the ability to travel to other physical worlds other than the earth. Inti ye won krofo ni bi wo ya wo mo saa. Se sie ye wo obi saa. Hey, only 1 week. Ye be pai ni tirima yi ba ko na to atwene because you can't bring that in here. This make Yakub a super powerful entity. Their race will do things that we will see as gods or angels. So ubia ubeye weni beji ana orebe ho. Wahu abilities omo de menka osoro se ye je osoro di. Yemfa osoro adwene ehyem e na de normal adwene ni che ni tirim nti otumi operate wo ho e operate wo ha. Wo ba na ni titi senya wo mpe batade eso anini. Ada onipa dasani ebe hu anyame omo nsum ni nyina no me cheche dia omo beye. Say na nipa ebeye. According to legends, they created powerful civilizations and engineering which include the breeding of a new human species called Abrofo. Akwei oda ziduya papei legend. Oda ziduya nitila yede yi. Uhunu pa anka obedwane. Yesi obe kreti nipa. Onkrofo ya huni momu. So if this super powerful creature want to come into this realm of earth to bring any scientific knowledge, how is it possible now? Please answer me. So papa oso yo basisi a no wa be ya de foforo eburo abrofo no kreti ye ne so a. Say ana de we ye beje ne ha. E be fa. Ofra wo kura so o kire obibi say ya wo beko. Misre wa wo beko. He cannot appear with a biocamera brain because humans now use one mind. And that mind is supposed to function at 10% capacity. That is the tithe you pay, 10%. So you reduce your adwene no abedu. 100%. Dia ye dia ba ha no kro, you lose no e dia abedu 10%. You sit your 10% tithe or so you say yesika. It goes beyond that. Read well. Mo peso adakro ye be fair no so. No, I have done that editorial already. It's on my platform. Omo reduce your adwene no. E dey about 10%. And omo anso so enim di omo aye nti. Bibia nipa ye bia no omo di grace aka ho. Uko school a omo expect so obi enya 1 grade because they know they've reduced adwen no. Ti bibi omo ye bia omo ema ebi no koso no omo nti omo ahyehe omo nim. Sa adwen ne nyepe. Nti omo ahyehe first class ne de keke ka ho but untumi so mba wo de eburu omo de no so beba. Na bia yeti ninie. Millions of supernatural species exist outside humanity. That's what we see plain. Who are locked outside our physical universe. Ebi kura betumi apa wo awu no. And cannot even use the natural portal because you cannot come into this world with that December head. January, February, March, April, May, June. Oh, to me first December. And famba, they don't care what is in it. They don't care what you carry. They don't care what you can do. They don't care about the ability. They don't care whether you are Jesus or Muhammad. The fact that your head is December, you cannot December here. We won't allow you with your December head. You will undergo surgery and reformation by force at once. This is how carnal people think. Any baby born into this controlled world with 2 brains or a bigger brain cannot even exist. Obuwada. Ahampo de opa na odo ba beko hospital mpa amfa na nkwa abrochire. Wan fa na anko ye bechew. Omo de eduro ni ma no so a omo soma nipa o mu kohye so de ma no hwe. They are able to detect eduro ni akola ne system nim. Nti ombe soma nkro so hyiafo no. Ade ba kwa mepa wa abrochire no, you can't joke with souls. Here we don't care about souls. Hey, papa bi a me hu no otwi car. Na car ni gia no etu. No this spanner se bibi. Oyi ade na ebutu so ni si nche no this spanner ni si mu. No the cho no 2 car no me see Jesus. We don't care about souls. We don't care. Na mbayi no mu guki a na chi ni ama ma hyehye banche na ma ne tetale so. We don't care. Edio. Medically, the world now cannot accommodate you, minia. want to me be you be who with your December head. You see what we are going through? Ya purge for. Ye ninkwan eda dying. The frequency of this world is not fit for extraterrestrials or superhuman people. The earth is closed. The world is closed. Because we can go deeper about that. If you try to come and force your way here, you will look strange and socially unacceptable. We are ruled by a prescribed frequency and nothing can escape that. No, nothing, nobody. It's so sad. These people have their bloodlines and they can do major things. So be forcing the way out. No be paying the bloodline. At the end of wawuni, what shall we kukura be jaw? Because of Sakolana wawona, join the bakuti and the niasena. We will crank ye. What do you kurabegu? Or no one diem ponomo. In Niama or Bible more, almost say or no one diem, no one the angel. No Bible nakasa a mystical book is full of quotes. So we who is say I know your bloodline because they will go nowhere but their bloodline. Or fa bibi kan ho de basa obeboa wo ne waso odin na of ancestors. So wo ancestor no fa by camera mine no the ti we ba. Will you be okay? December. The Bible in Judges, let me read. 14 said that Samson was a different child. And when his mother was pregnant, she was warned by angels not to take anything unclean or drink wine. It means there are special children. What knowledge do we have about this? If the mother is pregnant in today's world, she will have to take prescription and pills to make sure the baby is okay. We all do that. We go to antenatals and blah, blah, blah. Because the world is not designed for extraordinary frequencies. No. All pregnant women must take their medical prescriptions and follow the orders of the experts. Please do so. I advise every pregnant woman to take hospital visits seriously because it is good for this world. Samson killed a lion as a child and took honey from it. Samson if he were to be born with such hyper characteristics in this world, he would be diagnosed and treated. And Samson is a bono queen, no numdor wo no cuisine. And chat will be treated to our pan to wada. Chanitri minuka, oh, yin pomo wa kuku Philistine for mu chucha nitimi. Anka Delilah, oh, near you man yet, Wabayaman will soon obey. We are not in the days of divine babies and superhuman babies anymore. You can't survive here. Time has changed. So be forcing the humpo no be do her. Any easy man. The world is one and run by unseen faces. And they make the rules. I follow the rules. You also follow. Nobody can do anything about it. And so must you. Obi and follow. Because it's a must. You don't have a choice. Be honest. Anyway, at this time, you can't. You will fall in it. You will follow. Whether you like it or not. No matter how powerful you are, you follow. You will go to hospital. Spiritual people who say they should feel free. The system. You must follow. So no, you can't just tag a medical condition as star seed. And of course, you can be a star seed and not have any medical condition. And to me, nana comfy. Question now be say no. I don't know no. My instances. The problem is, how are you going to do it at the blind side of the system of the universe now? So what was say banibia? Say na wa obeye me say ewo hifa at the blind side ahana e wo sesi enu system na for obiya but na me kan wunyansa ye wo dia This is what is most important. The system nankasa. Say umpe, you have to follow and listen. They keep improving. They keep improving. They keep reinforcing and keep improving. Inti wunipa. If you decide not to improve and reinforce, now you're watching so better now and the best swallow cra. Use your mind, improve and reinforce. Think outside the box. Handle things at the blind side. And ye So one year saying na system ni a best swallow. But we year saying you can be in the system. Ube align so many things. Na wadwe ni wunsusuye eni weni so ade hu nyina ebe ye different. Minua. Ma answer ye nua na comfy. The question na that screen so no. Ubisa critical question na me ye ano hwe video no kwa awie na mehu so question na ubisa no hwe video no kwa awie ebi wo ha na ye questions a ejinagina emfimfini. The solutions no ewo ho. You don't heal these things. You help align it, put corks around it. It's something that I am bent on. Say you be handle no. Je, no pressure. If we improve, na ya tise ene me ya say wo ba na obehu kwan ya ode ne be fa so. Unko healing na unko jeje gallons. If you give birth to a Yakub baby, even I will tell you to take him to the hospital for surgery. Ewo platform we so me nka say den. Me encourage you self anoko. Cause you can't afford what you will go through. The nipa mpo be hwa do ba no kura pia. Ni omo be hwa ne de omo twetwe o. Wanhwa wo nua kura ndi waduane. The system will not let you be na kola no kura nso so ho ayeden atono. These people have learned the cosmic. Ade we na nka before ya kebeboa. Omo be stop it the eba no omo be yeye surgery no omo yi. Omo yiwia no omo etua kola ne ka to cancel their karma. Omo learning the cosmos no. And they are playing the cosmic and playing us. Yanso so eka ho nti omo be ye niama a stop it frequency bi eba no omo etua kola ne ka no omo dia cancel omo karmas. We na before say yesua. Yet what are we doing? What is Africa doing about these things? We don't care. God have mercy on Akabuland. Shalom. Peace.